Talk about today is Group Monkey, and I'm actually going to show you. If you don't know what Group Monkey is, it's basically a Google Chrome extension. Let me mute my YouTube channel here. It's a Google Chrome extension that allows you to ask questions for members of your Facebook group. So when they're, we've all done this before. When you enter a Facebook group, there's a series of questions. But one of the best ways of utilizing a Facebook group is to actually ask for their email address and other information so that you can then retarget them with other valuable offers, or just like for my example, I would want to send notifications for free training or any other digital marketing tools, because my group is digital marketing for beginners. However, if you've ever run a Facebook group or had a Facebook page or anything, or if you've done any type of marketing on Facebook, you know that Facebook is very volatile. And so this is why being able to back up the members of your group, meaning adding these members to your email list, is a way that you can be secure. Because if I spent a lot of time growing this group and then Facebook decided to shut me down, I would lose my profile, all of my groups, all of my pages. And that's why it's really not a great idea to focus solely on Facebook. It's great for that, the attraction marketing, but you always want to pull them into your own system, your own CRM. Okay. So what I'm actually going to show you how to do is use the Group Monkey extension, and then we're going to create a webhook, and then we're going to pull it into our CRM. Okay, so we are going to get all into that. You're going to see it actually sounds really complicated, but it's very, very simple. I'm going to show you how to do that in today's training, and I will be right back. Okay, so welcome back. Hello, Floyd and Linwood. Thank you for joining me on YouTube. I see you. Okay, so if you are not a member yet, you can go to myvisionagency.com and you can choose all plans. Group Monkey is just one of the many, many tools that we have inside of our program. It is actually a tier 5 tool, which all of the tier 5 softwares are over $3,000 worth monthly value. They're absolutely incredible. You should check out some of my other training if you have not yet. We also use the HighLevel suite of tools inside of our agency, so you have access to website builder and all of those things that are available inside of HighLevel. So we've basically combined these two suites of tools with the training and white label content and all of that inside of Vision Marketing. Okay, if you're an experienced agency owner and you want to create your own agency and create your own HighLevel account, you can do that here and then still get a free membership inside of Vision Marketing Design. If you want to upgrade to the tier 5 tools, you can do that for just $50 a month. You guys, this suite of tools right here, this is not going to stay a free upgrade forever. Okay, so if you are interested in joining, definitely do that, because this is well worth over $400 a month, $500. There's actually really over $3,000 a month, and I definitely go back and watch the tier 5 overview, and you'll see really the massive value inside this program for just $97. Okay, if you are interested in joining tier 5 partnership, you can actually get a free membership inside of Vision Marketing and Design as well. It does not include the tools, but you will get access to all of the the website builder, all the training and all of that stuff. Okay, so if you don't want to do either of these, you can just join Vision Marketing and Design, and then you can get access to everything and use all the tools for your business. Okay, if you are already a member, you can still upgrade. If you are on the $97 a month plan, you've already been upgraded. You should have received an email with all the access information for your free tools. If you're a free or a lifetime member, or if you are a $47 a month member, so all of my amazing members who have come with me from the previous platform or just been with me throughout my journey, I definitely want to honor you and your commitment to me as well. So you can actually upgrade here, and it's just $50 a month. Okay, so that's literally like the bare minimum that I can charge you guys. Okay, so if you're free lifetime or $47 a month, you can upgrade for just an additional $50 a month. Okay, if you are already a member and you want to become a tier 5 partner, you can click here. Okay, so that is how you get access. So let's talk about Group Monkey. Okay, so like I said, Group Monkey is the a Google Chrome extension. So once you install it, you'll get your login credentials, and you'll see here that when you pull down the menu, you actually get access to the web portal. Okay, so here is the web portal. Once you connect Group Monkey, you'll see that it has this little, once you activate the extension, you'll see here inside of your groups, do you want to use Group Monkey for automations and save the questions? Okay, so what we want to do is we want to create these questions, and we want to pull out the information. Okay, so one of the questions is definitely going to be, what is your email address? Okay, but we don't want to really say like, hey, what's your email address? Because we know we're not putting that information in there. I do see that Maria and Ray are here. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so you set your member questions here. Okay, and you can see just for, I'm literally setting this up with you guys. I'll have to do it separately so that my info is private, but I just wanted to wait until this training so that I've already tested it out and all that, but I wanted to just do this with you guys before I went live with it. So here are the basic 2 questions, okay? What is your best email to receive your free tools? And do you agree to not share links in this group to or private message members, okay? Because I don't want a bunch of spammers. And actually, you can set up, and I may do a training another time on how you can set up the admin assistant here in the groups, and then you can actually choose the criteria. For example, if someone is trying to post in my group and it has a link in it, it will just automatically decline the post. I don't have to manage that. So that is definitely a time saver. If the member does not have a profile picture, we're just going to decline it, because if you are anytime on Facebook, everyone has a profile picture. And then also post has fewer than 10 characters. We're going to decline that automatically. And then if someone does report it, we're just going to remove it automatically. And then decline incoming comment if the author doesn't have a profile picture or the link has a comment. Because I know I've had this group for a long time, and many times, and I know that I've been in other groups as well, you'll see those spammers who come in and start putting their Telegram links all over the place, and it's super annoying. So we're just going to eliminate the linking there. Okay, so once you go to member requests, if you do not see this once you activate Group Monkey, go ahead and refresh your screen, and then you will see this. If you still don't see it, you might not see it until you actually get someone who has tried to join your group. Now you can see this person here didn't do the questions, so it's not going to let me actually show you the process of like adding her and everything. But if you choose to use the Group Monkey automations, you can choose to approve all. However, when it comes up here like this, okay, it's going to say, do you want to get the gender and country? Sure, we'll get that. Only approve if all questions are answered. Yes, we want to do that because we don't want, and that's why it's not going to accept that person, okay? Only approve or only approve if pre-approved. We're not going to worry about that. That would actually be like if you had them already on a pre-approval list. And then also, do we want to verify the email address? Okay, so which line? This is really smart. I used to use this same tool when I was with our previous platform, but it was called Group Convert, and this is actually Group Monkey, so it's a little bit different. That's why I'm kind of, trying to learn it all over again, but oh my gosh, miles better than what it used to be. So what is the question where they're going to enter their email address? So it's going to be, what is your email, your best email to receive the tools? What is the action we want to take when the email is invalid? So we're just going to decline the request. And here is where the magic happens. Okay, so what do we want to do with this? And before I go any further, if you go up to Group Monkey here and you click here, you'll see that that there are training videos step by step. So if I'm going too fast for you, definitely go back and watch the training videos. What I wanted to really focus on today is how easy and simple it is to just get started using it, and then also add it to the CRM, okay? Because this is a really, really cool way, if you guys have your own group, of automating the process of getting people signed up, okay, into your CRM. All right, so definitely you can watch those training videos there, and it goes through the whole setup process. Okay, so that's why I'm kind of speeding through here. All right, so we need to send the data to a webhook, but you can see we actually don't have a webhook here. Okay, so what we need to do is create a webhook. So I am actually going to open up this other window here, and you can see I'm going to use Zapier for this because as a tier 5 partner, they made me a member of their team, so I actually get unlimited zaps with this, so that's super cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and use Zapier. I also use Pabbly. Whatever you're using, though, make sure that you are using the correct webhook. So we want to just look for webhooks by Zapier, and we want to choose a catch hook. Okay, this is basically like a catch hook, except it formats info differently. So if you're brand new to using Zapier, you don't even know a lot about Zapier, just trust me when I say just choose catch hook. Okay, and then we're going to click continue. So now I have this webhook. Okay, so we're not going to worry about any of the rest of that yet. We're just going to click there. We're going to copy that URL, which is now our webhook. All right. Now let's go back, and we're opening, and I access this just by opening the web portal, which you can do here. Okay, so we're just going to open up the web portal. You can also click here to add webhooks directly in the browser. Okay, so there's two ways of doing it. You can do it right here, or you can go here and then go to webhook settings and then add webhook. Okay, so it doesn't really matter whichever way you choose to do it. I just wanted you to know that there are two different ways. Okay, so we're going to add the webhook. So let's go ahead and we're just going to say test here, and let's go ahead and paste the webhook and submit. Okay, so now we have our webhook there. Let's see if it'll actually pull it up. Probably not. We'll need to refresh our screen. And then we want to go ahead and use GroupMonkey for automation. Let's say approve all. Let's go through this process again. So we'll just say, when do you want to receive your free tools? Decline request. And then now you see that we have our webhook. Okay. You can also send this data to a Google Sheet. So if you're using something that does not integrate with webhooks or whatever, usually, or maybe you want to send this data to like a VA or something like that, you can actually do the webhook and then send it directly into your CRM. And then you can also check this and then choose a Google spreadsheet. If you don't know how to do that, you can just click here to create one, and it pre-formats this for you. Okay, so once you create one, you should see it right here in your drop down menu. Okay, so that's how easy that is. So we just created one. It's called GroupMonkey. You can also download a CSV file. You can also download your Google spreadsheet as a CSV file by going here and then downloading and then choosing CSV. Okay, so there are many options, and that's what I really love about the Tier 5 tools because, and I've said this before, John Vaughn, who's the CEO, he and his wife founded Tier 5. He is actually a Zapier expert, and so all of his tools integrate very well with Zapier. So, you know, I'm always talking about support and integrations. Number one, your number two, top two most important things when it comes to choosing tools. Okay, so we're actually gonna, let's just say GroupMonkey, and then we'll also send the webhook, and you know, if we want to download, we could do that. So let's click confirm now. And what it's doing is, you know, the monkey's doing its dance, right? So successfully sent there. Now, we actually don't have a member that got sent there because our criteria, she did not meet our criteria, and we only had one person. So that's why I was saying, like, unfortunately, I can't show you that part. But the whole setup process is, it's really easy. Okay, so now we've added our webhook to GroupMonkey. Okay, so Group Monkey is going to do its thing. All right, this webhook, every time Group Monkey pulls something in, it's going to trigger this webhook. Okay, so let's click continue because we're going to test it now. And what it's done is it's that webhook has called out to Group Monkey and it says, hey, send me that information. And so now we have this user information from Group Monkey that we're going to use now to send or do another action. Okay, and there are lots of different actions that you can choose, but what we're going to do is send it into our CRM. Okay. Now, remember, we use Go HighLevel as our CRM, but if you're using Zapier, Go HighLevel is a white label platform. And so what they've done is instead of having a Zap, I mean, you guys know, as my clients, you know that I use Go HighLevel. I mean, I'm very transparent about that. But a lot of agency owners use Go HighLevel for their clients, and they white label the platform, and they don't want their clients to really know they're using HighLevel. Okay, that's usually why people, excuse me, why people have not heard a lot about HighLevel, okay, because it is the white label platform. So what they've done is they've actually called their app Lead Connector. Okay, so make sure that if you are connecting into your vision marketing account, meaning your HighLevel sub account within my agency, okay, you want to connect Lead Connector app. Okay, now when you connect Lead Connector app, you're going to see it's going to ask you, what do you want to do? Okay, so we're pulling in this information and we're saying, hey, when you get this information, step 2 is I want you to put it into the Lead Connector app. Okay, but what are we going to do? What information, what do we want to do with that information? Okay, so what I want to do is add or update a contact. Okay, so we're just going to make it really simple. We're going to pull in that contact information that we caught with our webhook, and then we're going to send it to our CRM. So when you click continue, you're going to see that it says choose account. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to actually retrieve the account information. So we're going to go to choose account. Now you need to log in. That's basically what we're doing. We're logging in to our location Lead Connector account. Okay, so what that means is we're going to our let me pull this up here. We're going to our HighLevel account. Okay, let me go to the demo section, and you can see, let me go to the settings, and you can see right here it says API. Okay, now I can't share this publicly, but this is how you can just access it. You're just going to click the little clipboard, and then you are going to copy that. Okay, so let me go back here. So when you go back to Zapier, let me pull up our little window here. What you want to do is paste that API here and then click continue. Now I'm going to take this off the screen and paste this because that is, private information. You shouldn't share your API keys. But you can see that all I did was type that in there, and then I hit continue, and now it's logged me into my second account, okay, because I already have my main account connected. All right, so now we are connected to Group Monkey. Group Monkey is connected to Facebook, and now we are connected to our Vision account or our Go HighLevel account, okay? If you are a Go HighLevel agency owner and you're looking for a way to do this yourself, it doesn't matter if you're in my account or not. You're just going to go to your location sub-account that you manage your agency with, and you're going to choose that API. Okay, so once we are logged in here, we're going to click continue, and here is where the good stuff happens. Okay, so we're going to choose in the first name field. You can see when you click in that field that it pulls in all the information from that catch hook. Okay, and this is all test information, but this is all information that we could add into our CRM if we really wanted all the info, right? But what I'm going to do is very basic. I'm just going to choose the first name, and so what we're doing is mapping out these fields. Okay, so we're saying here, when it pulls in from the catch hook, when it reads that it is the first name, I want it to choose this. So it's not going to say test, it's going to say whatever is in the first name field. Okay, now let's choose last name. So we'll go and choose test last name. Okay. If we had a phone number, we could do that as well, but we're just going to worry about email. So I'm going to click here and then let's go to show all. And you'll see down here it says test answer 1, test answer 2, and test answer 3. So I don't have a third question, so it's all 9s, but you can see here is my email address. Okay. So I'm going to click there. If I did want to save the first question, you know, I could have like a custom field in here, but that's another training on another day. Okay. We're just going to make this very simple. Now, when this pulls in the information, okay, I need to tell, and I'm going to show you, we're going to create an automation here in just a second. So, but what we're going to do is we want to tag this lead as something so that we can trigger an automation inside of our CRM. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and for organization purposes, I'm just going to say Facebook. Okay, so we're just going to create a tag. So what I'm telling Zapier now to do is when we pull in this information and we're sending it to HighLevel, what I want to do is map this in the first name field of the contacts. Okay, so when you go to contacts here, you can see that I want it to put the first name there. So if I'm actually doing this manually, I want that there. I want the last name there, and we're going to add the email address. Okay, so that was what the manual process would be. And then I also want it to add a tag. Okay, so when I set up my automation, what I'm going to do is when someone gets tagged with Facebook, no matter where they came from, it's going to send them this automation. Okay, so we're just going to put a tag here. This is required, and you can see it'll make you answer certain questions. So we're going to say, yes, this is a lead. So once we've done all the required information, we're going to click continue. And you'll see all of the info that it pulled in, so we can do test and review. And then now let's go back to our CRM here, and let's go ahead and refresh. And you can see now we have our test user inside of our CRM, okay? And it is tagged with Facebook, all right? So that's how easy that is. Last thing we want to do is just turn on the Zap and we're good to go, okay? So that is completely all done. Now I've just shown you the whole setup of how you add a contact into the CRM. Now I'm going to show you what to do with it, okay? So let's create an automation now. And let's just go to create new workflow. Let's just start from scratch. And now we need to set a trigger. First, we want to stay organized, and let's just say new Facebook group member. Now, obviously, if you have multiple groups, you want to stay more organized than that. So we're going to set our trigger. So this is what we're telling the system now. When someone gets tagged with Facebook, we want it to trigger this information, okay? We want it to trigger this workflow. So we're going to have this here from the CRM, but remember, you can also choose to trigger from Shopify or Facebook if it was a lead gen form. But we're going to do a different trigger. We're just going to say contact tag, okay? And then we're going to add the tag. So when a tag is added, that is, and let's see, Facebook. So we're going to click save now. Okay. So what we're saying is anytime a new lead gets entered into our system and it gets tagged with Facebook, we want it to do this action that we're going to choose. And we can choose lots of actions here. Like if we had a phone number, we could send them a text. We could send a ringless voicemail or call them, or we could send a message through Messenger if we wanted to. I mean, lots of things that we could do here. But what I'm going to do is just send a simple email. And we can choose the default user information, which is typically what I do. So I'm just going to add my username. I like to use the auto tags just in case it comes from another account. So we'll just say email here. And then here in the subject line, we're going to say welcome to my Facebook group so they know who sent the email. And then, or we could say, welcome to our Facebook group. Here's your free tools. But the purpose of this email is to give them access to the free tools, to welcome them to the group. Also, by giving them tools within the email, now we can have them open our email and click in the email, which now will trigger our email cleaning system that I have built in the accounts, where it will show, it's basically like a confirmation. It basically shows that the email that you sent sent is a valid email, and it adds them to the email campaign so that you can know that it's not going to bounce and all of that. Okay, so it helps your email reputation. It's kind of like a not an email confirmation, but it is, right? So it's not like you have to confirm to send, but it's how you can set up a workflow to keep your reputation good. Okay, so we're going to say, hey, we can add custom values here. So let's do, hey, we'll just use their first name. Thank you for joining my group. Here are your free tools and login credentials. Okay, so we'll say download here. So we'll put the link there, and then we'll put username, and then we could even do like a default here. So let's go to custom values, and then we'll put their email, because when you do get an account created, you do have it's with that email. So then we're going to put password, and then we'll just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if we want to connect the link, we would just want to highlight here and then put that there, and then maybe we have a URL like myvisionagency.com. Okay, we can choose to open in a new window or if we want, but we'll click save. Okay, so this is the quick and dirty rundown of how you can do that. We'll even add our email signature. Let's add mine here. I like to add that. Okay, so once you get your email all configured, all you need to do is save now. Okay, so this is all we're going to do here. Okay, it's basic workflow. However, you could set, a wait time for 24 hours, send another email. You could do, you could do anything that you wanted to, right? You could just keep adding on and adding on with as many things as you wanted to do here. Okay. You could even add another webhook and then send them to another place. Okay. So lots of cool things that you can do, but this is the basic setup to just send them a welcome email. Okay. Once you have that all set, you can just click publish and save, and then now you are good to go. Now this whole system is automated. So let me go back over everything that we've done here. Okay, so I'm going to click done. So here's what's going to happen. As soon as someone joins this group, okay, they answer the questions. All right, you're going to go here, and maybe you want to do this once a day or something like that. Okay, you're going to use GroupMonkey automation. All right, once you approve, you're going to say only approve. You're going to choose this. All right, so once you do this and you confirm, now all of this stuff is automated. All right, so it's going to go to and honestly, I don't know yet if you actually have to go through this process or if you set it up. I'm not quite sure about that yet because I'm not really that active in this group, even though now I'm going to be because I have these cool tools. But I don't know if you have to do this manually every day or if it automatically does that. So I will definitely keep you up to date with all of that. But simple process, okay? Even if you do have to manually do this, you just go to choose your question, decline request, and then you're going to, choose all these things. You're going to choose your webhook. You can choose this if you want to, and then you're going to click confirm. Now, what's going to happen is that information is going to go through GroupMonkey. It's going to go to that webhook. It's going to go to Zapier. It's going to go to HighLevel, and then it's going to send them an email, okay? All without you ever having to do anything else, okay? Now, there are other things that you can do inside of GroupMonkey here. You can... and again, I haven't gotten to use any of this stuff yet, but I'm super excited. You can manage your groups here, like pull in the information. You can see your questions here. You can also do the group settings. So if you want to pull in the get gender, country, and tier, you can do that. You can also select only approve if pre-approved, like if they're on a Google Sheet, or choosing one of these answers here. Only approve if answered all questions. So you can automate this process here. So I think this answered my question that I was just telling you. This automation process is what makes it automated so that you don't have to then go every single day and do this. Okay, so that That's super cool. So what we're going to do, we're just setting all this up. So what do we want to do? All of these questions are basically the same questions that we just saw there. Okay, so we're just going to decline the request and then verify the email address, and it's this one. And then which webhook do we want to send it to? Test. And if we wanted to send it to a Google spreadsheet, we just want to check that there, and we could send it there. And we could also download the CSV. So once you have all of that set, you just click confirm. It actually tells me, please provide pre-approved. Okay, so we'll just uncheck that and then confirm. Pre-approved sheet with email question. Oh, okay, so it's not going to let me do that because I don't have that question in my Google Sheet. Okay, so anyway, that is what you want to do to confirm. So now this whole process is automated. Okay, you don't have to now do anything inside of your group at all. But there are some other cool things here you can set for automations. You can just select a group. Okay, so I'm going to just choose my only group that I have here. You can actually create welcome posts. And then you can also create comments. Okay, now this is something I've not used yet, so I don't quite know how this works, but you can, I'm sure your mind is like mine. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to test this out. So once I officially get it all connected, I definitely will test it all out and let you guys know how all of this works. But you could create welcome posts or comment posts, choose a post title in your post URL. You can also add in the information here. You can choose to send it when the group members are 0 days. You can schedule how many hours you want to send the message or at a certain time of day. And then once you do all that, you save, and then it will do this automation for you. Okay, so lots of cool things that you can do with GroupMonkey. And I know that I have not even hit the tip of the iceberg with all of the cool things. But if you are interested in using GroupMonkey for your own group, just one thing that I do suggest is give them something of value in exchange for the email address, okay? Because people really don't want a bunch of junk. But if you're saying like, hey, do you want a free birthday wisher tool? Then they're likely to opt in for that free tool, okay? So we're always wanting to kind of give extraordinary value to people in exchange for an email address to push them over the edge. Okay, so Ray says, can you get leads from other places besides Facebook from this system? If you're talking about GroupMonkey, no, this is specifically for Facebook groups only. There are other, of course, within HighLevel, within the CRM, of course, you can get leads from many places. But with this GroupMonkey tool, it is only for Facebook groups. Okay, so hopefully that answered your question. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you want to get a free GroupMonkey tool and all of the other Tier 5 tools, it is now a free upgrade. You can join at $97 a month, get all of the Tier 5 tools and the HighLevel tools and all of the social media content and all the things that we have inside of Visual Marketing and Design. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow, same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.